Hi guys, I hope you're well and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to be talking to you about this amazing Urban Decay Naked Heat palette and creating a tutorial using the palette, which is the eye look that I'm wearing right now. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my videos, and let's get started. Let me just talk to you about this Naked Heat palette. It arrived yesterday. You may have seen on my Instagram stories, but it arrived in like a cool box. It was so cool with like fake ice cubes, which just looked amazing. You can see all the pictures on my blog close up. So the packaging I love. It is like proper on fire. And I love like the hard case, which is similar to the Naked Smoky palette. I think it's lovely. And you know when you just think that when the Naked Smoky palette came out, I was like, okay, look, they're done. You've got everything you need from the Naked palettes. But actually, no, you weren't done, because I was missing all these shades, which I never even knew about. So I'm going to swatch them for you now. But you can see swatches on my blog and like close up of the palette on my blog. So starting off with the light going into dark, and you've got 12 shades as always. So you've got Quince, which is a really nice highlight shade. So today I've used this on my inner corner and on my brow bone, so it's just a great highlight shade. Then you've got Chaser, which is a really good base shade. I used this today to kind of just like set my eyeshadow primer, so it's like basically the same colour as your skin. Then you've got Sourced, which is a really nice bronzy shade, and I used that kind of like in my crease just to like warm up my eyes. Then you've got Low Blow, which is another bronzy shade, and I haven't actually used this today. It's a darker bronzer shade, but it is really nice and it's a really good crease colour. We go into the first shimmer, which is Lumber, which is my favourite colour in the shade, favourite shade in the palette. It is such a nice rose gold shade, and I've used that all over my lid. Then you've got He Devil, which is another matte shade, which is like a really nice kind of like a brick shade, and I've used that in my crease. Then you've got Dirty Talk, which again I haven't used today, but it's a really nice like darker coppery rose gold shade. So pretty. Then you've got Scorched, which is like probably one of the most shimmery ones. Such a gorgeous colour for summer, so I've used that like in the centre on my lid. Then you've got Cayenne, which is another kind of like, it's very similar to He Devil, and I've used that on my lower lash line, like all across, just to kind of really warm that area up. Then you've got Enfugo, or I think Enfugo, which is like going into like the plums, so it's like a nice like deep plum shade. And then Ashes, which is like the darkest shade in the palette, so that's like a proper browny plum shade, which is really good for like creating a nice smoky look. So I've used that tiny bit on the outer corners, and on the lower and upper lash line. And then another amazing colour is Ember, and this has got like an unusual like shimmer but with like a metallic finish, and I've used that along my lower lash line. It's so lovely, but this also looks so nice all over the lid as well. So there's so many different looks you can create with this one palette. It's like the only palette that's not got gold in it, but I'm okay with it because we've got rose gold. I'm definitely going to be using this palette a lot, and I really cannot wait to show you guys the look that I've created. If you want to see how I created this look, which I absolutely love, carry on watching and you can see my tutorial now. Okay, so to save a little bit of time and so you can see the look we're trying to achieve, I've got one eye done, which I love the look of. So now we're going to create the same look on this eye, and then I'll talk you through what I've used on my skin, and we'll finish off the rest of the face. The first thing I'm going to do is prime my lids, and I'm going to use the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, which is one of my favourite eyeshadow primers. I'm just going to put that all over my lid. Okay, now I'm going to take like a fluffy brush and the gorgeous palette, and I'm going to take this shade here, which is called Chaser, and it's just a very neutral shade, so I'm going to put that all over my lid just to kind of set in that primer, and you know, just as another base. I'm then going to take another fluffy brush And I'm going to go in with this shade here, which is called Sourced. It's like a nice warm, like bronzy colour. I'm going to put this all over my crease, being shy, going all the way in. And this is just really going to warm up my eyes, as you can see. One thing I have noticed about this palette, which doesn't normally happen with Urban Decay palettes, but there's quite a lot of fallout, even with the matte shades. So just going in again, just going to really build up that kind of like warm colour. And then I'm going to add this like really kind of like brick colour, which is called a He Devil. Put that in my crease. Now kind of with this I'm just concentrating, kind of like not going all the way in. I'm going here. I just love these like warm eye looks I see all over Instagram, all over YouTube at the moment, and this palette is so perfect for that. Bit more heatable. And then concentrating on the outer V, I'm just going to use the same brush. I'm going to go in with these two shades, no, I'm going to go in with this shade and Virgo. So it's getting a little bit more on the plum side. And these shades are normally used for like autumn looks, but it seems to be a huge trend this summer. Just kind of concentrating on the outer V here. And I'm going to take a smaller crease brush and take this colour shade here, which is called Ashes, and mix it with the Virgo, and just concentrate on my outer V. And just really kind of darken it there. Just layer it up just on the outer V. So you kind of get that like gradient. Right, now for the lid. And here, my favourite shade in the palette is this one here called Lumbra. And it is basically just a gorgeous rose gold. So I'm putting that all over the lid, not being shy with it at all, because let's face it, it's my favourite. Literally all over the lid. And when I say lid, I mean like your whole lid up to the crease. And then I've got a flat brush, so on the other side of the brush I'm going to take this shade here, which is Scorched, and just place that into the centre. I'm going to go back in with that small crease brush, the Ashes and the Virgo, and then just like go over that outer crease colour a bit so it doesn't get diluted. Check it's the same as the other side. I'm going to take a pencil brush and I'm going to take this shade here called Quince, which is basically the highlight shade in the palette. So I'm going to take that into my inner corner and then take another flat brush and just highlight my brow bone. And now I'm going to do my eyeliner, and I'm just using the Kat Von D tattoo liner because I love this one. So I am going to use the shade Hustle in my waterline. So now I'm just going to go in with concealer and all of that. So I'm actually going to use some of this like orangey tone here because I've got such bad dark circles under my eyes, and this orangey shade will really counteract that really like dark shade. I'm going to go in as usual with my concealer, so I'm going to use the Naked Skin concealer. And I'm using the colour corrector in yellow just to kind of add around here, just to kind of brighten that up a bit. I used my mini beauty blender as always and spray it with the Urban Decay All Nighter I know there's new packaging now, but I've still got an old one that I need to use up before I start using my new packaging ones. So I'm going to blend that in. And then I'm just going to use a tiny bit of powder just to set that. See that? I'm not kind of like over baking because I feel like I'm too old for that. And over baking can just make me look a little bit more kind of like extra product over here. So I'm just like the tiniest little bit. While that's kind of setting, I'm going to just talk you through what I used on my skin and then we'll finish up the rest of the skin. So I started off and I used the Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. I really like this. It just kind of blurs everything out and makes sure it gives you like a nice even skin tone. So I love this and it's a really good primer too. My favourite foundation of the moment is the Urban Decay All Nighter. In the winter I use shade 6 and then in the summer months I use shade 7. And I've already filled in my brows. Then I've contoured already using the Shape Shifter palette, which I also really love. You can just like powder, not too much, but just powder slightly where I might get a little bit shiny and just to kind of set my foundation in place because I haven't actually done that yet. And before it starts to move around, which this All Nighter foundation doesn't really do. The other thing about this All Nighter foundation is that it's quite matte, which I love because I don't need too much powder. Then I'm going to take the Beach Bronzer. I love this one, it's a nice matte bronzer. And just put this around my hairline because we want my whole face to look really nice and warm and sun-kissed to go with this really nice warm eye look. I've got this pencil brush which is a slightly bit thicker, and this is one that I got with the Naked Ultimate Basics palette. So if you have this, then you'll have this brush. So I'm going to take the shade on this pencil brush. I'm going to take the shade Cayenne. And I'm going to go, still have the plastic thing on the mirror, so that's why I couldn't see properly. So I'm going to go on my lower lash line. Normally I go quite thin here, but I'm kind of taking the line quite heavily under my waterline, on my lower lash line. With Cayenne, and it just looks really nice and kind of warm and brings the whole eye look together. I'm now going to go with my thinner angled brush, and I'm going to go in with the shade Ember, which has got such a nice shimmer to it. So I'm taking this all along my lower lash line, all through my lash line. I'm just going to take the darker shade Ashes, just for the outer corner, like literally just there, as you can see, just to kind of give a shape to the eye. Then I'm going to take a tiny bit of Scorched, which is the same shade we put on the centre, and just use it along on the inner lower lash line, just to kind of show off that warmness. And it's got a bit of sparkle as well. I just love it. I love the palette and I just love this look. I really like this. Now with mascara, and I'm going to go in with the Perversion mascara. Going to go in with some blusher just on the apples of my cheeks. Then I'm just going to go in with some highlight, and I'm going to use the Urban Decay Afterglow in the shade Sin. Just whatever's left down the bridge of my nose. So I have actually already got my lips done today, but I'll tell you what I used. I used my Provoque liner in shade 18, and then I used Anita by NARS, and I just love the eyes. Just gonna spray. That is the finished look, guys. I really hope you like it. I absolutely love this palette and I love this look. There's so many looks you can create with this, like all warm looks obviously, but you can do like day looks, evening looks, like proper going out looks. I just love all these like warm tones. Give me a big thumbs up if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Twitter and Snapchat. All the products I have used will be listed on my blog secretstarfile.com, as well as some close-up pictures and swatches of this amazing palette. So enjoy your summer and I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye guys!